My name is Elena Marie Carter, and I'm 31 years old. At 18, my mother looked me straight in the eyes and said, "You're not going to college. We need you here more than they need you there." Then she hid my full-ride scholarship for 7 months and called the university pretending to be me. She told them I had family obligations. She said I was withdrawing. And I didn't find out until 12 years later when the university sent me her voicemail. A 52-second recording of my mother calmly erasing my future. The same university that she stole from me invited me back. Not as a student, as a keynote speaker. 850 people in the room, my mother already bought her ticket. She's been bragging for weeks that her daughter is finally successful. She has no idea what I'm about to say on that stage. And that's where everything breaks. The letter arrived on a Wednesday, March 19th, 2015. I didn't know that at the time. I was sitting in high school physics, pretending to understand projectile motion while refreshing my email every 5 minutes. College decisions were coming in. Everyone was talking about acceptances, rejections, wait lists. I'd applied to 6 schools. One of them was a reach I almost didn't submit. A private university in Boston with a business program my counselor wouldn't stop talking about. "Your numbers are too strong not to try," Mr. Daniels told me. My GPA was 3.94. My SAT was 1490. I worked evenings at a grocery store, weekends, babysitting, and still managed to stay at the top of my class. Not because anyone pushed me, because I knew it was my way out. Out of our house, out of the constant tension, out of being the second parent instead of the daughter. My mom, Diane Carter, worked part-time as a receptionist, flexible hours, which meant she was always home when the mail came. That envelope arrived when I wasn't there. I learned that much later. It was thick, cream-colored, official, my name printed perfectly across the front. She didn't open it. She didn't have to. Mr. Daniels had already called her. I found that out years later, too. "Elena got in," he told her. "Full ride. It's one of the most competitive scholarships they offer." He was excited, proud. My mother said, "That's nice," and hung up. When the envelope arrived, she held it in her hands for a long time. Then she walked upstairs, opened her closet, and shoved it into a storage bin behind old blankets and winter coats, still sealed. I came home that afternoon. "Any mail?" I asked. "Just bills," she said, not even looking up. April passed. Then May. People started committing to schools, posting pictures, wearing hoodies with their college logos. I had nothing. "Maybe you didn't get in," my friend said gently. "Maybe," I replied. At dinner one night, I brought it up. The Boston school, I still haven't heard back. My mom shrugged. "Those places are for rich kids, Elena. You probably weren't what they were looking for." It stung, but it also made sense, at least at the time. By June, I graduated. No acceptance, no rejection, just silence. I enrolled in a local state college. It wasn't what I wanted, but it was something. Then July came, and everything shifted. My mom sat me down in the living room. My little brother was on the floor, playing with toy cars. "Elena," she said, "we need to talk about money." My stomach dropped. "Your stepdad's hours got cut again. Rent's behind. Bills are stacking up." She paused. "I think it would be best if you took a year off school. Just 1 year, work, help us stabilize." I didn't argue. I didn't know how to. "Just 1 year?" I asked. "Just one," she said. I got a job at a retail store, $10.75 an hour. Full-time? My first paycheck was $820 after taxes. I handed it to her. She smiled. "Thank you, honey. You're such a good daughter." That should have been the moment I questioned everything, but it wasn't, because when you grow up, being told your value is what you provide, you don't question it, you prove it. By September, one job wasn't enough. So I got another evenings at a diner, weekends cleaning offices, 63 hours a week. I was 18 years old. Every month, I gave her 70% of what I made, around $200, sometimes more. Just until we get back on our feet, she'd say. And I believed her. If this is already making your blood boil, hit like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments, have you ever trusted someone who quietly rewrote your entire life behind your back? I want to know I'm not the only one. Because what I didn't know back then, what I couldn't have imagined, was that the life I was sacrificing for my family was never supposed to be mine to give up in the first place. I kept working. October, November, December. The hours blurred together. Wake up at 6, work until 3, diner shift from 5 to 10. Repeat. I stopped thinking about college. It hurt too much. Until one day, October 27th, 2015, 7 months after that letter arrived, my mom asked me to clean out her closet. We're having guests this weekend, she said. Just organize it a little. I almost said no. I was exhausted, but I didn't. I pulled everything out, boxes, old clothes, storage bins, and then I found it, a thick envelope, cream-colored, my name printed across the front, postmarked March. My hand started shaking before I even opened it, and the second I did, my entire life split into 2 timelines. One where I never found that letter, and one where I did. Congratulations. I stopped breathing. Full tuition, room and board, books. 4 years, everything covered. Deadline. May 1st. It was October 27th. I stood there, holding a future that had already expired. And I knew. Before I even walked downstairs, I knew this wasn't a mistake. It was a decision.